I'm 11 years old and I'm sitting in Mrs. Martinez's 6th grade math class when she says, go home and tell your parents you don't have to do dishes tonight. The reason why, and I'm stuck on this because I am the dishwasher. The reason why is because you are going to do algebra. I'm hooked because I know that my sister, who's 6 years older than me, did algebra in high school. She gave me my superpower. Superpower is I can do anything I want. She was my bridge. She took me from where I thought I was to where I could be. How many of you have had encouraging teachers, parents, friends, cousins that have poured into your life and did that? So here's a story. Darby and his uncle find a mine full of gold, and they dig and they find it and they're so excited. They dig and they find out that they are really, really rich. Awkward. Oh, here. And so they're really rich and they're very excited about being rich. They find a cart full of gold and they're like, I only have to do this 2 more times and we're going to be set for life. I'm going to be able to sit down and actually swim in gold. But then they start digging and they find nothing more. And they're really discouraged. I know, cute, right? And they're really discouraged, so they stop digging. And they actually sell all of their stuff to a local junk man. This junk man's pretty smart because he takes his stuff and he says, hey, local mining engineer, can you tell me where the Darbys stopped? And look at this map and tell me where to go. Well, the engineer laughs and says, oh my gosh, they stopped 3 feet from gold. 3 feet from gold. So this is pretty powerful to me because Mrs. Martinez did that for me. She was that engineer teacher, in your case, and she took me past my 3 feet to get to my gold. And so some of us have students in our classrooms right now, and they're exactly like Darby and his uncle. And they're really ready to give up. And they have no one to tell them or encourage them to be where they could be. And they have and they're ready to give up, and they know that 2 + 2 is 5, and I think I just have to try harder because I'm not getting this. But then some of you also have students in your class that are also like the junk man who know that there's gold there, and all you need to do is point them in that right direction. What's the difference between those 2 scenarios? You are the difference. So where are my Mrs. Martinez's out there? How many of you encourage your kids beyond this and say, you got this? You have 3 more feet beyond the gold. And so that's your superpower. You have this. And some of you are thinking, okay, well, how do I do this? Hold on, I forgot. Okay, I know now. So the problem is that the students think that my 3 feet is this immovable, solid granite piece that I can't go beyond. They don't understand it's just beyond their fingertips. It's right here. But that's our superpower as a teacher. So I went to Twitter, because this is where I go to ask all my really good questions, right? And I say, hey, how many of you have been encouraged by someone else? And so for those of you who are like, I don't know if my words are making any difference, read these tweets super fast, because I can't read them. And that happens. So some of you are like, okay, so do I need to be a cheerleader? Like, encourage. No, you don't have to be like that, unless you want to, and you can do that, and that's fantastic. I don't know what's next. Oh, here. So the thing is I'm asking you to be authentic with your kids, and I'm asking you to believe in your kids, even when they don't see what they can believe in themselves, and that's what Mrs. Martinez did for me. Tell your students the amazing things that you see in them. That's your superpower, helping them see beyond that 3 feet to get to your gold, their gold, not your gold. And then the other part is, are you actually looking for every single piece of gold that's in every single kid? Because most kids are walking around thinking, I don't have that gold inside of me. This story, a couple days ago, saw one of my students. He was homeless. And all I can wonder is what could I have better said to encourage this kid to see his own gold? So I'm asking you to be the most encouraging person that you know. Because if you can spend 10 seconds, would you? Now that you know and remember all the people that poured into your life, you know that these words make a difference. You matter. So for those of you who are a little bit less encouraged, I'm going to encourage you. Let me be the encouraging bridge towards where you are right now to where you could be. Please help these kids because it matters. Your words actually matter. So my question, who will you empower with your superpower of encouragement? Thank you.
Yay, Nanette.